Following the line of the octagon comes the Dubai Circle. Saudi Arabia has come up with its new creation, the Cube. 20 Empire State Buildings could fit inside it because of their unique structure. Saudi Arabia unveiled the Mukaab earlier this month as its most recent endeavor. It's a holographic device that whisks guests away to other worlds and magical places. First the Line and Trojena, and now Saudi Arabia has come up with a new creation called the Cube. It'll fit 20 Empire State Buildings because of their unique structure and makes dining on Mars possible. Is Saudi Arabia's Mukaab a clever internet marketing stunt? When will it be accessible to the public? But is this a clever internet marketing stunt, or is it real? Saudi Arabia is a rich nation in the Far East that is well known for its oil reserves. To gradually remove themselves from their total reliance on oil production, they sought to establish alternative sources of revenue. For this reason, under the banner of Vision 2030, they have begun declaring and constructing enormous mega projects. This effort would help them in their goal to transition their economy to one based on tourism. The $1 trillion mega project known as NEOM is the most expensive of these initiatives. Trojena, Octagon, and Lion City are included in NEOM. Talking about NEOM, just as in the video, another major creation of Saudi Arabia is the new Murabba. Mohammed bin Salman, the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, is renowned for his noticeable wealth. And on February 16, 2023, he presented a detailed plan to develop Riyadh's capital city under the name New Murabba Development Co. The main importance is a massive cube-shaped building named the Mukaab that is the center of it and can fit 20 Empire State Buildings. The Mukaab is a super tall skyscraper in the form of a cube that will be the focal point of the new Murabba neighborhood in the heart of Riyadh. By exceeding 400 meters in broadness, height, and length, the Mukaab intends to surpass all other structures in the globe. The structure will be located in a 19 square kilometer area, which will house one of the biggest metropolitan developments in the history of the globe to the northwest of Riyadh. His Royal Highness Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman bin Abdulaziz, who serves as the country's Prime Minister and Chairman of the new Murabba Development Company, made the announcements regarding the Mukaab Tower and the Murabba neighborhood. Green spaces, walking and cycling paths, as well as other sustainable transit options will be built into the new Murabba district for the benefit of the nearby communities. This area is planned to provide housing, job opportunities, and entertainment amenities within a 15-minute walkable radius and will have its internal means of transportation system. Among the more than 80 entertainment and cultural venues, the cultural selections include a brand new museum, a form of technology and design university, and a fully immersive theater. Along with 980,000 square meters of retail space, 1.4 million square meters of workplaces, leisure assets, and community amenities, the expansion is expected to produce more than 104,000 residential units. The Mukaab skyscraper, which is situated in the middle of the Murabba neighborhood, aspires to become the distinctive landmark of the new construction. The cube-shaped building will allegedly grow to be the biggest man-made structure in the globe once it is finished. The building structure was created to incorporate developments in technology to create a captivating venue within its 2 million square meters of floor area. The contemporary Najdi architectural style served as the model for the exterior's triangular covering. A spiraling tower enclosed in a technological framework to produce an immersive experience will be the primary feature of the Mukaab's interior. Along with apartments, hotels, shops, and other commercial and recreational areas, the structure will also endeavor to a wide range of the retail sector, ethnic, and tourist attractions. According to the employee statement released by the Saudi Arabian administration, the project is expected to be finished by 2030. The Public Investment Fund of Saudi Arabia is pursuing a strategy to explore the kingdom's potential in areas other than oil, including this ambitious and amazing endeavor. The new Murabba township is anticipated to create a significant number of employees that will aid in the development of the private sector and reveal the unexplored possibilities of real estate, as well as infrastructure that can decentralize the oil-based economy. The Mukaab, known as the gateway to another world, aspires to offer Riyadh's residents first-rate residential dining and entertainment opportunities. There are other cube-shaped buildings which exist in the world, but when it comes to Mukaab, all these buildings are quite small. Let's take a look at the Berlin Cube. This beautiful mirrored wall building is only 40 meters tall, and you need to build 1,000 of these to make it equivalent to the Mukaab. The Boeing Everett factory, located in Washington, holds the record of being the largest structure ever built on Earth. Soon after the construction of the Mukaab, the title will go to Saudi Arabia's Cube. What purpose does Mukaab's entire area serve? Once you enter the Mukaab Cube, you'll be transported to another world where a colossal dome would cover you. You will experience different virtual realities. You can travel to the bottom of the ocean and outer space. The Mukaab would virtually transport you to different worlds. A spiraling tower will be constructed in the middle of the dome, which will be enclosed by a huge cube. The tower would offer fine dining restaurants and entertainment for tourists from all over the world. The four corners of the cube would also have functional blocks, which would offer housing lakes and trees, making it one of the most beautiful places to be. The designers chose the cube-shaped structure to hide the futuristic technology between the bell-jar dome and the outer cube. The top of the structure, as well as the garden, will be held on large beams. The new Murabba's advertising video appears to be taken straight out of a science fiction film, complete with flying rocks, dragons, and space pods. The structure will help make Riyadh one of the top 10 most livable cities in the world. The spaces and activities described in the video will be housed in a tower that sits at a spiral base. Like the Sydney Opera House or the Eiffel Tower, the Mukaab will give Riyadh a unique icon that will become associated with the city. The Saudi Arabian government has faced criticism because the building's prototype looks comparable to that of the sacred Kaaba in Mecca, despite being built in a cubic shape to ensure the greatest possible space utilization and expand Riyadh's horizons. Back then, you would hear criticism of Saudi Arabia related to violations of human rights, but now they're attempting to promote new narratives about being a nation of growth and one that can create futuristic cities. Is Mukaab a real project of Saudi Arabia? The Mukaab will be constructed along with the Line, the Octagon, and Trojena. It'll be open to the public in the year 2030. The Cube will be the mega project of Saudi Arabia, and they would need sufficient time to construct it. If the construction goes smoothly, Riyadh would become the next global tourist spot and revenue would flow into Saudi Arabia. They could lower their dependence on oil production. Even though there is no denying how impressive the endeavor is, it also has drawn criticism. Some have noted that the nation is facing significant social and economic problems, such as an absence of fundamental infrastructure and widespread poverty. Furthermore, the high construction cost of the Mukaab has sparked debate about the government's objectives, particularly in light of the nation's ongoing problems with its economy's reliance on oil. The Public Investment Fund hasn't disclosed the budget and financial objectives of the Mukaab. These kinds of mega projects can only be funded by inviting foreign investment. The country would try to increase their foreign investment by more than $100 billion in the coming years. All the promises made by Saudi Arabia about the construction of the Mukaab could remain as one of the Arabian Nights' tales, as the cutting-edge technology and holograms required for its happening haven't been developed yet. The construction of the MSG Sphere in Las Vegas uses large LED screens for the magical virtual effect. The Mukaab might drop their idea of a hologram and shift to LED screens. Another obstacle the country has to face is the construction of a lake on top of the Mukaab. It's going to be a miracle if they make that possible. The cube needs to be waterproof to carry the weight and avoid leakage of the extreme amount of water on top of the building. Saudi Arabia might change the measurements of the Mukaab project and shift it to a much more affordable as well as practical option. With initiatives like NEOM, Saudi Arabia has established a reputation for pushing the limits of urban planning. With the new Murabba project, which will create the biggest modern downtown in Riyadh, these limits are once again being pushed. The Mukaab, a famous landmark that will ultimately help define Riyadh's skyline, is without a question the development's crown. The Mukaab is a remarkable and bold undertaking that represents the potential and difficulties of Saudi Arabia's modernization. It stands for the nation's aspirations and wishes to establish itself as a global innovator and sustainability authority. Would you visit Mukaab? Do you think other countries should adopt the development policies of Saudi Arabia? Let us know in the comments.